joining us here on Garage Boxing. Kevin Breen with Rob Ernster.
Good to be here as always.
Hey, we're talking about the big showdown. This is the mega fight so far of 2009. Pacquiao and Cotto, Manny Pacquiao and Miguel Cotto. The news right now, it's early September, is that Cotto is diligently working hard, and Freddie Roach is in Los Angeles while Manny Pacquiao is in the Philippines, and Pacquiao is filming movies, and he is not focused and not in the gym. Maybe he is.
Didn't Lennox Lewis do that when he lost to Rockman? He was filming a movie and then he got knocked out.
Well, Pacquiao is more of a movie star than Lennox Lewis, but you know, he's filmed several Chuck Bronson type movies for the Philippines. But the thing is look, there's some distractions. Freddie Roach is saying, hey, I'm a little worried. I think this is his toughest fight, and everybody knows that. He's not the only one to say that. And Pacquiao is, you know, hopefully going to be focused. Now, look, it's September, the fight's in November, but that's not too far away, you know. And
you're looking at 6 weeks away. And you know, in camp like 2 weeks ago.
Well, you know, especially if Cotto. See, Cotto, this fight for Cotto, if the boxing gods are looking down on Cotto and he is this focused and he sees this as his opportunity to clean the slate and make it better, I mean, he's going to do it. I mean, and you know, this isn't the biggest fight for Pacquiao, right? I mean,
but it's going to be his hardest fight.
It's going to be his, definitely, you know. And is he taking it that way?
No.
Not right now. I mean, you know, he's fought these 3 awesome fights where, you know, he's looked so great and it's been so easy and you know, it looked that way, where he hasn't gotten a challenge. I mean, Cotto's got the rounds as far as you look at the last few fights.
Hard-fought rounds, ones where he had to earn and win the fight.
He's got that. He battled that adversity against Plotty, and you know, then he had that tune-up fight with the other guy.
But he beat Mosley, had a tough fight with Margarito. So I mean, he's fought top guys that actually are in their prime. You know, he didn't beat a Haddon in 1 or 2 rounds. He didn't fight a De La Hoya that didn't throw a punch, and it was, you know, cut too much weight to be do any damage or fight a punching bag. You know, it's just he's fought the better fighters. He's fought the harder fights, and I still say that Cotto's he's gonna knock him. I think he's gonna knock him out.
He's got the heart of a champion, and that's for sure.
He's got the mind of a boxer.
I think the odds are definitely against him in terms of Vegas, but in terms of, you know, again, the boxing gods looking down and him right now, you know, we're going to see the 24/7. We're watching the 24/7 with Mayweather Marquez, but we're going to see how things develop with Cotto Pacquiao because, you know, again, you know, Freddie Roach I think is concerned. You know,
he should be.
As he should be, but you know, again, once they do connect, I think it's a different story, and I think maybe, you know, Pacquiao turns that stuff off. He's had distractions about things with gambling and movies and the run for mayor and stuff like that. So he's not, you know, not like unaccustomed to that. You know, I mean, it's something that he's dealt with before, but you know, again, not against a Cotto type caliber opponent.
Like, how many weeks do you need to prepare to beat Miguel Cotto? You know? Do you need 7 or do you just need 5? You know, if you can use 7, why not use 7? Why run the risk of being, you know, coming up short, which I think Pacquiao is going to come up short. You know, days are ticking by. He's not training right now. You know, I'm sure once he starts the 24/7, he'll come on board.
Maybe he's shadow boxing and doing push-ups on the scene.
If he's not being trained, he's not being trained. You know, he might be staying in shape. That's great, but you know, he's not fighting a B fighter. He's fighting an A+ fighter that's going to knock his dick in the dirt if he doesn't get the training he needs from his trainer, Freddie Roach.
Yeah. Well, again, there's going to be the 24/7 on HBO. It's the mega fight, November 14th, and you know, let us know what your opinion is. I mean, a lot of people have, and obviously it's clear when you see, okay, this person's from the Philippines, you know, okay, and they've got all these videos of Manny Pacquiao and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, there's been a lot of opinions too where it makes sense. You know, Pacquiao early, Cotto late. You know, and it's just going to be real interesting to see how the strategy for both guys plays out. I think Freddie Roach is a pretty confident guy. I think he's probably got his game plan already and he's watching tape. But will his guy come through? I still think so, yes, unless I see something that tells me different.
Well, there's no predictions from Roach other than it's going to be a tough fight. He's not
be,
calling a knockout like he did with with any of these other fights. I think Cotto and Marquez are very similar. They're both great boxers, great counterpunchers. They figure out the other guy as the fight goes on. Marquez maybe a little bit more so than Cotto, but Cotto's bigger. And I just think that it's going to be a Marquez Pacquiao type fight in Cotto and Pacquiao.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That's how I see it.
Wouldn't that be interesting if that in the dust that settles in for 2011, you're looking at Cotto and Marquez
or 2010
or 2010 as the last guy standing, and Pacquiao and Mayweather get to fight each other, but not for pound status. That would be the other fight, Cotto and Marquez.
You can flip-flop these four guys, Marquez, Mayweather, Cotto, Pacquiao, and it's a great fight no matter how you match them up.
It's exciting. I mean, like I said, that's in November. You've obviously had the Mayweather-Marquez fight in September. You've got other big fights in boxing coming up. Vitaly Klitschko and Chris Arreola, the super fight in Los Angeles, and then you've got the Paul Williams, hopefully Kelly Pavlik fight. That hopefully you can get your hand band-aided up and put some Neosporin on that, whatever.
Yeah.
Be a pro, let's do it. And then
earn your money.
And then a lot of other good fights that are in between that are there for you.
There's all kinds of stuff.
So.